everyone. Yesterday, an article floated around posted by Wowheads. World of Warcraft and all PC games coming to next-gen Xbox console per Windows Central. It's finally happening, according to the title. WoW is coming to console, and the comment section is on fire. Boo! Not every game should be played on console bliss. Bad choice. Add-ons had to die, so WoW could go to console. So sad. I have tens of thousands of hours in this game, and I genuinely hope this backfires and the game dies. All these changes to WoW, like the one-button rotation, accessibility options, add-ons, having less power, all so that they could make WoW run on a console. But it's the other way around. If you read beyond just the title of the article, it describes how the console would operate as a PC in order to accommodate WoW. It's the console that changes, not the game itself. For clarification, this video is not about the changes that they make to the game, right? Like, we're not talking about the one-button rotation, or loading of power of add-ons, or changes to the class design as it is right now in the Midnight Alpha. This video is purely on the response to the article, which says that the headline, if you just read it, it reads like, oh, WoW is altering itself to be console-friendly, but the article itself talks more about how the console is becoming WoW-friendly, or PC gaming-friendly in general, as it also makes mention of League of Legends and Gods of War, all the good stuff. Microsoft's Xbox platform has more support from Japanese developers than ever. Xbox Play Anywhere is seemingly catching on with developers at an increasing pace, and the Xbox Ally X PC gaming handheld is sold out in many core markets. The Xbox platform is evolving to encompass PC gaming, cloud gaming, and traditional console gaming too, but the latter point has left fans wondering exactly what the next-gen Xbox might even look like. Combined with public statements and information from our sources to give us the following information. The form the next Xbox will take is starting to take shape. Here's what you need to know and prepare for in the coming years ahead. Xbox CEO Phil Spencer has been teasing for years what next gen will look like for Xbox, as people wondered exactly how this strategy might pan out. Last week, Phil Spencer said that people should look to the Xbox Ally for an idea of where the Xbox is headed, and we spoke to our trusted sources over the weekend to learn a bit more about what that means. As many of us have come to expect, the next Xbox will indeed run full-bore Windows, with a TV-optimized, console-style experience layered on top. Microsoft decided to sideline its own Xbox handheld plans and go to the market with the Xbox Ally in partnership with Asus this year to start gathering feedback on the experience that will essentially power its next wave of console hardware. And console is in emphasis. I'm told that Microsoft still plans to make its own Xbox handheld eventually too, along the lines of this new plan. Xbox President Xe'ra has teased a variety of first-party Xbox hardware made in partnership with AMD. But what will this all look like though? Indeed, the Xbox Ally and Xbox Ally X with its Xbox full-screen experience is essentially what the next Xbox will look like. It's not dissimilar to the Steam OS interface and Big Picture mode, which allows you to exit out into full Linux at will. Similarly, the Xbox full-screen experience will allow you to exit out to full Windows if you want to. And this is the important bit. Run competing stores like Steam, Epic Game Store, Microsoft's own Battle.net, the Riot clients, and indeed, anything else you want. Indeed, you could run Adobe CC or Microsoft Office on the next Xbox, if you so choose. Where the Xbox console would differ from a traditional Windows PC is that it will feel like a traditional Xbox console out of the box. The onboarding experience will be similar to what you get today on console, and if you choose, you can remain fully inside the Xbox ecosystem, never touching Windows itself. Exiting out to Windows will be for those who want to access games traditionally not available on Xbox, including PlayStation games on Steam, mouse and keyboard first games like League of Legends, or even classic games from GOG and the like. You will be able to run PlayStation's PC titles like God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, and Spider-Man on the next Xbox, purchased via Steam or Epic Games. You will be able to play World of Warcraft on the next Xbox through Battle.net. You'll also be able to install practically any game that runs Windows giving you access to decades upon decades of content, all on a single device. So the way that I read it is that they're going to sell a console that can operate like a PC. And looking at the market, like, from my point of view, and I'm a rookie in the gaming industry, right? Like, I'm not that familiar with all of it. But the way that I look at it is that we've had this console war for a very long time. And you had like Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo. What I found is that Nintendo still has a massive exclusive library of games that you can only play on their console, which is why they can get away with the prices that they ask, and which is why people keep buying the consoles. Like, if I want to play Zelda, I'm gonna have to buy a Nintendo console. But the thing is, if I want to play Xbox games or PlayStation games, rarely do they have an exclusive game that is not available on PC. And even if they do have something exclusive, like what comes to mind is Final Fantasy 15, eventually that comes to PC anyways. So I'll just have to wait and I'll get it on my PC and I can play it there. That's not to say that there aren't many households that run console only. And for them, this would open up the way to have a PC in their house. You can now enter the Windows landscape on the Xbox. That's what this says, right? So you can exit out of the Xbox interface. You basically have Windows in front of you, just like you have right now if you're looking at this on the PC. Unless you're on the toilet watching this on the YouTube, you know, you're looking at a PC monitor. So you have your Windows operating system. Imagine that the Xbox is going to run that as well, and then you can play WoW. Now, does that mean that you're gonna have people playing WoW on a controller? Maybe, but at the same time, you already have people right now that are playing WoW on a controller. Basically, Xbox is saying, buy our console, it's a PC in a box, you can now play all the games that you're familiar with, but it's a console, it might be more affordable, it might be more accessible. That is what's happening on this side. Now, I have heard the argument made that they want to make WoW available on the console, because this will bring in a new player base. And to that, I kind of wonder how your experience has been with this. Like, when I speak to people about playing WoW and whether or not they're doing so and what's holding them back, I have never had a conversation in which somebody went, man, if only WoW was available on console, I would be all over that. In my circles, when I talk to people about why are you playing WoW or not, they usually come back with the monthly subscription. Like, having to pay monthly in order to even have access to a game. It seems like a massive investment. And I remember that even for me, back in Classic, that was the massive hurdle. Like, do I really want to sign up to this payment plan? You know, over the years, it has accumulated quite a bit of money. I'd argue that if they really want to bring in more people for WoW and they really want to refresh the player base and get more players in there, I'd argue that that is something that they should look at. Like, okay, what about getting rid of the subscription model and maybe go somewhere else? But again, that's a whole different discussion. For now, I wanted to talk about this article because I have been asked a couple of times, like, hey, what's going on here? Hope you enjoyed. By all means, let me know what you're thinking in the comments down below. And until next time, see ya!